So, let's see what happened this week on the roads. Yeah, I thought we'd open up with this one. It's just another route through Spaghetti. I don't know, we've been doing different routes through Spaghetti, haven't we? And you see Cuckoo Bridge is down there to our left. There's roads under here, so we're going over these roads, look. And then we're going under, that's the M6 up there. That's the main M6. North and south. So it's just another route into, and this brings us directly, see these roads up here that are coming back down to Tyburn Island where we came, and this is the usual way we go into Birmingham. This is the express route up here, look, and we're going to join the express road. So I just thought we'd have a look at that on the way in before we join the madness of the week. It hasn't been too bad really. Here we are. This is what is wrong with all these. We're in the usual madness, turning right up the 34. Traffic everywhere, everyone dodging right, fine. This is what the problem is and what's wrong with these electric push bikes now. Look, see. First of all, he should have done that, gone the blind side of me. So he's over here and I'm watching him. Now he's in a bus lane. I'm not sure if they're meant to be in a bus lane, you know. These electric bikes. Should he have been on the pavement? Should he have been in the bus lane? I'm not sure. But you can see the pace he's going. He's not going, if he was on a push bike, he wouldn't be going that quick, would he? So here we are, come at a set of traffic lights, red traffic lights. He's got a battery powered push bike. He hasn't even pedalled yet. Look, straight through the red lights. No helmet, no safety gear, no license, no insurance, no nothing. That's the problem with these more and more powerful electric bikes that are coming on the roads. Yeah, there's going to be carnage. At least he's got a proper registered vehicle and he's got L plates. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there's not much difference between the electric one and this one. This might be able to go further. I don't know. Here we are, Mr. Tinky Winky. I reckon he's got a small one. Yes, he's got a chip on his shoulder. Oh, look at me! I've passed the truck. I must pass the truck and turn left in front of him. I reckon that's because he's got a little Tinky Winky. He's got that syndrome, hasn't he? Picks on big boys because he's got a little one. I reckon he's just got a little teeny weeny Tinky Winky. Mr. Tinky Winky man he is, yeah. Feels big in his car because he can pass the truck. So, look at this pothole here, look. Look at these cars. It's in this pothole, having to go around it. They haven't got the sense to stay on the inside lane. They obviously all know about it and can see it. Look at this guy. I thought he was going to come towards us. But I mean, why not stop in the inside lane and don't even go over the bump if you know it's there? But it shouldn't be there. And they don't seem to be fixing it at all. You don't have rattle the trucks when you go over it. Watch the truck get rattled going over it now. Here it is, look. There's a hell of a hole. And if there's someone on the inside of her, there's nothing you can do about it. And it rattles the truck to pieces. You don't see many of these. They are around, but you don't see many of these. This is a crawler lane. Look, we're on a dual carriageway, but I'm fully freighted. So this is going to zap, although it's a 500 Volvo, 500 brake horsepower, it still zaps the power out of it coming up the hill here when you're freighted. Almost brings you to a stop. And this guy, he came up past me and I came up behind him. But that's what that's there for. It's the crawler lane, yeah. So if you're fully freighted or a heavy struggle to get up, it just gets you out the way. So I'm at a scrapyard. This is the scrapyard where five people got killed because the wall fell over. I don't know if they changed hands or whatever, but I know they were fined a lot of money, and I think the owners are still in jail. Look at how that canal is so deep down behind you. But what I was looking at was, look at this. Look at all this lovely stuff that have come in on the scrap, you know, and then they keep, you know, certain bits. You'd keep certain handy bits, wouldn't you? and it was just, oh, you could make so much use. A scrapyard, I would never scrap anything off. Oh, keep that, that's handy. All these bits of strips of metal and bits and pieces. And can you see the machine there feeding the crusher or the baler or the whatever it was? But these, look at that, lovely, useful bits of steel. What a store to have. You could do anything you wanted with that, couldn't you? Yeah. I've loaded up. Have I stretched myself? I think I am. Have I? I can't remember. This top corner can be a bit tight, but we're on our way out now, and we're having a look. We're having a look at this. They must. If you've got a scrapyard, you must want for nothing, must you? All this. Look at all this lovely, handy bits. You know, stock. You could do anything you want when you could cut a bit off and stretch a bit, or use a bit, or not use a bit. The stuff that was on the side here, oh dear me. And I was thinking to myself, wow, I'd take all of that home. Yeah, I'd make use of all of it. What a, you know, the stuff that must come in these scrapyards that you could do stuff with, you know, repurpose, reuse for any reason, and they just scrap it off, don't they? These people are only interested in the metal. Wow. No, I think I come around the corner now, I straighten it up, yeah. This is one of the worst road designs, sign designs that you can come across. It's such a... Now, I like to follow what the road tells me to do. Here we are, look. It says Kingsbury there, look, and 42 South. Okay, so I want to go 42 South, and this is the road for Kingsbury. Well, you would think, wouldn't you? So we come here, the lights change. Watch him now, look. And he's not doing it. It's mad. The road should keep you safe. The road should guide you in. The road marking should guide you in and keep you safe. Now remember this was marked up as Kingsbury. This is 42 South we're in now. We come around and instantly you come here, it says, look, 42 South. There's Kingsbury, 42 South. Now I'm in the wrong place because I want to go. So now I'm coming over to here. I'm not mad keen on swapping lanes. I want to come to a junction or a roundabout, be told what to do by the road markings and stick to it. But it's a naughty little place there. You can get yourself in bother if you're not watching there. Watch this now then. As you can see, it's piddling down. Fair play. All the cars are keeping a good gap. We're coming into the bottom of it. Watch Mr. Bannister now. Look at these crackpots. Now, if you're driving a liveried vehicle, you are not only driving for Mr. Bannister, but you are representing Mr. Bannister in everything that you do in your capacity driving one of his liveried vehicles. He's piddling down with rain. Look, what a sensible... Everybody's got a sensible gap. But Mr. Bannister comes along and he tries to push his name. Now watch him. He flashes this car in front. Look at this idiot. He flashes. You might just see him. Watch him. Watch him. It'll light up. He flashes him. He's trying to push him out of the way. Look. So he flashes him. There we are. See him flash his lights then. Let's bring that back slightly. Bring that back slightly and watch him. Right, now watch him flash his lights. He's trying to push his way. He's got his lights on. He's up the arse of this guy here. He's already pushed the car in at events. Look at this. What an idiot. In the piddling down rain. So he terrifies him away, but look up ahead. He doesn't even look ahead. The traffic, the time of day that it is, 7 o'clock in the morning, coming up to Birmingham. The road's coming to a stop. What What a wally. He needs a serious talking to. Mr. Bannister needs to get hold of this driver and give him a serious talking to about the way he's driving his vehicle. Yeah. What makes these people tick, I just do not know. Just crazy, man. They don't deserve a license. That in its entirety. Here we are, look. The signs ahead are telling you, you know, there's delays, there's problems. You can see up ahead, if he'd only picked his eye up and seen ahead that the motorway was coming to a slowdown, coming to a stop, all the red lights ahead of him, and he was pushing that guy. What an idiot. Mr. Bannister, you need to have a serious talk with your drivers and the way they drive your vehicles with your name on it. So here comes a Chancer. Watch the left. Watch the left. Here comes Mr. Chancer. Doing that in the dry would be dangerous enough. But to do that in the howling weather that we can see all around us, I mean, you know, it's the same as these people that drive into deep water. The insurance shouldn't pay their claims. If he would have smashed into something or caused an accident, I don't think the insurance should pay out. Say, no mate, stupid enough to drive like that and you know, spin out the way with aquaplaning on the water, cars behind you not really being able to see much with the whole murk and filth that's on the motorway. Yeah, they shouldn't pay insurance claims when they turn into bumps. So, as you can see, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, there was very, in 20th, look, there was very little went on. I didn't press the button, hardly anything. It was a very, very nice, quiet week. No nutcases, no, you know, so they weren't very entertaining this week, were they? That's as much as I've got for being on the road this week. Let's see what next week brings. There's a massive fire in Walsall somewhere, and you see it ahead of us in the skyline. There's a huge fire. Don't know what it is. On the Lichfield Road, straight down. So that's gotta be Walsall. Something massive is on fire in Walsall.
Smoke fills the sky as a severe fire rages through a warehouse in Wednesbury. Over part of the Black Country as a severe fire ripped through a warehouse in Wednesbury.
10 fire engines were at the scene at the height of the fire, which is now under control.
We saw that, didn't we?
Live now to
we knew there was something going on.
Who's there for us? And Rosie, what more can you tell us?
Well, Sam, we know around 50 firefighters responded to what they've called a severe factory fire here in Wednesbury from about midday today. Now, the fire is now under control. That all happened quite swiftly, but if you were in the Black Country or in Birmingham earlier, you might have seen thick plumes of smoke billowing into the sky. Some drone footage captured
Told you it was a bad one.
That is all under control too. West Midlands Ambulance Service say the building was evacuated and everyone working in the unit has been accounted for. There's been no reported injuries. But the problem that remains here is the structural damage. There has been a collapse at the rear and the side of the building, which means it's harder for crews to get access to those smaller pockets of fires that still remain, those isolated hotspots. We've seen them today with hoses through smashed windows trying to access those. Earlier I spoke to the station commander and he said the swift action earlier today has meant that there hasn't been disruption for surrounding businesses.
We've managed to control the fire very quickly. We've managed to support local businesses to stay operating very quickly. The issue we've got is there's been some structural collapse of the building at the rear, and that will make access to the building to maintain or to access the hotspots and smaller fires quite difficult. In terms of actual smoke spreads, there's no issue at the moment. We've got a really good grip on the fire quite quickly.
It's gone.
So we're all windows and doors. If it's a lovely evening tonight,
You say quite quickly, it's burned the damn thing down to the ground.
So as you heard there, the problem of smoke has gone away. You will have seen it was quite severe in those drone pictures. People were advised to keep windows and doors shut, but they have been told they can reopen them. The problem for firefighters is trying to determine the cause of the fire, and that may take some time given that structural damage. Patent Drive, the road next to the building, remains closed, and people are asked to give firefighters the space and time to investigate and avoid the area.
Rosie, thank you very much for that update.
Patent Drive in Wednesbury. The factory was evacuated, all staff were accounted for. It's the second industrial fire in Wednesbury in the last week, following a scrapyard fire at George Henry Road. The boiler